Today, I want to talk to you about how to turn your fear into motivation. Now, if fear is something you struggle with, you probably heard that statement and was like, girl, what? What you mean turn it into motivation? If I'm too afraid, how am I going to turn that into anything? I'm going to explain. Stick with me. See, the thing about that ugly beast called fear, it can hold you back from so much, but it's only if you let it. There's a way that you can shift it so that it doesn't stop you from doing the things that you are meant to do and the things that challenge you and the things that get you out of your comfort zone. Because look, I personally have struggled and still struggle with fear. As a matter of fact, I do a lot of things while I'm scared because I know if I don't do it while I'm scared, it's just not going to get done. Um, but of course, it has taken a journey to get to this point. We're going to get into that more in a few minutes, but I just want you to know that it is possible. And it's not, fear is not ever going to go away, but it's what you do with the fear that you're faced with that determines how far you're going to go, regardless of that feeling, right? And so I'll give you the analogy of a job. No matter what life be doing, you still have to go to work. You could be going through the toughest season of your life and, just have no desire to clock into that job, but you got to pay your bills. So you got to do what you got to do in the midst of everything else that's going on. I want you to view fear in the same way. Fear is always going to be there, but if you learn how to navigate and work with it and work past it, then you are guaranteed to still push forward with what needs to be done because you have now decided that you're going to do it anyway, which is you showing fear that you are bigger than it, right? Because you are bigger than fear. The goals you have are bigger than fear. The things you want to do is bigger than that fear. And so when you look at it that way, you're capable of doing anything. And you pushing through when you'd rather give fear the power shows how unstoppable and how amazing you are. Because that fear thing is always going to be there. Now, I also want you to remind yourself that you're human. And don't get so upset at yourself when you are experiencing fear. It's normal. As a matter of fact, if you are not experiencing fear, that means that you're not doing something big enough for what you're meant to do. When that fear is there, that's a sign you're doing the right thing. So I want you to accept it and face fear in the face and give it a place in your life instead of looking at it as being a failure when you experience it. Look at it as I'm going to move right past you. Okay, so now that you have decided to accept fear in your life and decided you're going to keep working through it anyway, I want to share a few things I have used to help me because, like I said, fear is just never going to go away. So you might as well accept it and you learn how to navigate while it's there. And because when we're born, we're not taught how to deal with fear. You got to train yourself to deal with it. And so there are a few ways that I do this. One of those ways is through positive affirmations, right? And so positive affirmations reassure me and remind myself that I can do this no matter the emotions I'm getting from fear. Now, one of the positive affirmation techniques I like to use are called I am affirmations. So you can make up statements, or you can just Google I am affirmations that boost your confidence. So you can say, I am unstoppable. I am a force. I am an achiever. I am pushing through. I am succeeding. You get where I'm going? Statements that you can repeat to yourself when you get in that fearful place, because then you're reminding yourself, you're training the brain to understand that you are capable of doing these things, and it's working against that fear that's trying to take over. Because if you know basic math, positivity will always outshine negative. And so by you reinforcing yourself with these statements, it's putting the positivity over the negative feeling that fear brings. Because fear it feels uncomfortable. And by you doing these positive approaches, it's telling it, So the second thing I like to do is listen to music that helps me with my fear. So you can also Google meditation music to combat fear, and a ton of different playlists slash music options will come up, and it'll have like this calming music to help you when you're fearful. And listen to that when you're feeling those fearful moments, or just listen to it every single day, early in the morning, or whenever you're getting ready to do something, whether you like get on stage in front of people, or you have to give a presentation at work. Whenever you're the most fearful, or like if you're like me, I'm claustrophobic, and you're getting ready to go to an elevator or whatever have you, if you listen to those playlists, it really helps a lot. And another thing that I like to do is listen to positive music. And when I say positive music, I mean like the artists that that have encouraging music that really allows you, the music that makes you feel ready to take on the world and have you just at the peak of your confidence. Like there's a song called Bigger by Beyonce that when I'm feeling low, I'll listen to that on repeat. And it just makes me feel so seen and so capable of taking on the world. Whatever that music is, or a favorite song you have, listen to it over and over and over again so that you can really get in that space. So the next time you're just feeling this overwhelmingly sense of fear, I want you to try some of those. And I also want you to remind yourself that you're human. It's okay. It's a normal part of your being, and that you are going to be okay. You are going to get through it. You just gotta remember that you can punch fear in the face and keep pushing forward. As long as you keep turning back to these techniques, or whatever techniques you find that work for you, to keep pushing against it, then it's going to eventually become natural for you to keep fighting through that fear. The fear is not going to go away, but you're at least going to have something to rely on to help you get through it easier. All right, friend. I really am enjoying coming on here and talking to you all. That's all I have for you all for the day. If there are topics that you want me to discuss, theme in my videos is mindset, motivation, positivity, uplifting words, spirituality, anything in those buckets, feel free to comment below and let me know, and I can discuss it. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.